the main scrape this week.
Yeah,
I have to go in the archives. And Chris
bring out a
Crane,
big gun.
now Crane's telling the story about windbreak and I take it that was a rough night's sleep, Crane.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I'd do a similar story.
Okay, let's see.
I think that's what we've got to do. Now, cast your mind back to the winter of 2008.
Yeah.
I'm an open mic comedian, right? I'm earning my chops.
Yeah, I know, but what were you doing then?
Hey!
Walked into that one.
The old skills kick back in.
As if Helen is in the room.
Yeah.
I've got myself a gig in Basingstoke, Mirth Control. Thank you very much, Jeff Whiting. Right, I've the open spot on the bill. Now there was someone supposed to be driving me back to London.
Yeah.
The opening act on the bill supposed to be driving me back to London. I get there. He does his set. I do my set, and then he goes, "I've changed my mind. I don't want to go back to London anymore." I was like, "What?"
Why didn't he want to go back to London?
Well, this is what I said. This is believe it or not, Josh, that was my immediate question. Why now? Why are you telling me this? He said, I've got a girl that I'm kind of seeing. She lives near here. I'm going to go around to her house. I was like, right. Okay, so
Can I come?
Yeah. Has she got a spare sofa bed? Mate, I'm an open micer. I can't afford a hotel. This is awful. Ran to the train station. Missed the train. All the trains had stopped. Went back to the venue. Tried to convince him, he wasn't having any of it. Went to the bar staff, said, "Can I stay at the pub?" They said no, but there is a train leaving from Basingstoke. Oh, this gig was in Andover, by the way. Yeah. I said, there's a train leaving from Basingstoke at midnight. You can get that one if the guy drives you as far as that. So he drives me over there. Also, all the way there in the car, he's moaning at me that he had a bad gig and I had a good one. Now,
Okay.
I don't know to brag about
This
it.
story doesn't seem believable now.
Yeah. he kept saying to me, I don't know what was wrong with that crowd. I mean, they weren't laughing at my sex stuff, but you told a joke about bubbles and they were laughing at that.
The guy from Big Brother?
Yeah. Michael Jackson's monkey, mate. Michael Jackson monkey jokes. They're not done enough nowadays.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
He drops me off, he speeds off.
Okay.
He doesn't come back. By the way, I've also been in Andover since 1 o'clock because I had to get the cheap trains back then. Right, I've been kicking around all day. During the day, I was working on a short film at the time, so I had to do shopping for some wardrobe, and I went to a shop, bought a red dress to fill the day in, and then
What was the film? Schindler's List?
With Christopher Bergen.
it went really well. It ended up being like a massive film, won loads of Oscars, but I didn't get any credit. I also sat on a bench to pass the time by the town hall, and a massive strong guy came and sat down and took up so much of the bench that his elbows acted like like on a roller coaster where the thing comes down and locks you in. It's like that, I couldn't move.
Who thinks they're going to kill time by sitting on a bench? That's not an option. You go to a cinema, you read a book. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit on a bench.
I spent all my money on a dress, mate. I couldn't afford.
You're not Forrest Gump.
I had no money. I'll tell you what, I wouldn't have started up a box of chocolates chat with that guy. He wouldn't have wanted to hear any of my stories about Bubba and Lieutenant Dan.
Okay, so you're sat on that bench, then what happens?
Oh, he sat down, he kept me. I was trapped for ages. At one point, someone came on and started chatting to him. He was being really rude to everyone as well. He was shouting people over. And the lady chatting to him got a phone call and went, "Yeah, I know, I'm just talking to Dan and one of his loser mates," which was me. I wasn't even... Anyway.
Yeah.
Basingstoke train station. The guy drops me off, he speeds off. I run to the train station. They're locking it up. There's no midnight train. I was lied to.
Yeah.
There's no last train out of town.
There's no last train out of Basingstoke. Forget it. I say, right, can I sleep at the station now? No. Look at my mobile phone. It's dead. I look at my wallet. No money.
Oh.
I'm now in a bind. I've got to do something. I'm walking around trying to think. I'll notice in front of the train station quite a large and warm-looking bush.
Warm-looking bush?
It looked like it was insulated quite well. Right, there was a nice little nook. I thought, right, it's 6 hours to the next train. I know that much. They told me that. I was going to crawl in there, fall asleep. 6 hours goes pretty quickly when you're asleep. Right, I'll do that.
In a bush?
In a bush.
Why did you go back to the bench?
Mate, the bench was all the way back in Andover.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Dan's probably still sitting on there. I don't want to be messing with him again. Crawled into the bush. By the way, it's been a really hot day. So I've got like a t-shirt and jeans on. I'm freezing. Sitting in the bush, and I can't sleep. Obviously.
Obviously.
I'm terrified. It's a Friday night in Basingstoke. Like, there's people, there's just drunk. I can hear drunk people from
Are
miles.
you not tempted to like go out till 3 a.m. like find a club or something?
Josh, how well do you know me? I'm not going to go. Excellent opportunity for me to do a bit of Basingstoke raving.
He's going to sit in a bush.
Sit in the bush for a bit, mate. It's more
So
my
you sat in the bush?
than the Raymeres of the comedy world. Sat in the bush. It's freezing. So eventually, to warm myself, I put the only item of clothing on that I had. Not ashamed of it. Not ashamed of it. I put the dress on, right? Red dress, put it on. Really big shoulder pads on the dress, which I hadn't realised when I bought it. And I realised it. Also, double gutted. I realised this is not going to go very well for the film. It's not the style that we want. I'm there in the red dress. I've also got on me a Dave Eggers book, and I'm reading that, and I'm eating some brioche that I bought earlier that day. The most decadent tramp in all of Basingstoke, sitting there eating the brioche, reading Dave Eggers and wearing a red dress.
Did it have long sleeves?
Had long sleeves. It came down to just above my ankles, which would be very risky back in the Victorian times. I think we all know that. Quite a racy dress.
Like a salsa dance having a breakdown.
Yeah. I'm really kind of like, and obviously checking my watch to see how close I was to the next train. The scariest point of the night, I sat there, and two really drunk men were walking along the road, and they stopped right in front of my bush. Well, it was my bush by that point. This is my tip. And one of them started going, "Joe, what we haven't done for a while."
Oh no.
He went, "No." I don't know people had this kind of conversation, by the way. He went, "We haven't beat someone up in ages." Literally that's straightforward. I'm sitting there going, if you look down now, it's going to be like Christmas. If you look down now and go, there's a guy in a dress sitting in a bush eating brioche.
Yeah. You have a weird Christmas.
Yeah.
That's like Christmas, but yeah.
That's what Christmas is like for me. Is it not for you? Guy in a dress eating brioche comes in. That's old Nick, right? That's what everyone else was taught. So I had to hide. So what I did was I got the plastic bag that the dress came in and put it over my head, so that I would look like just a plastic bag in a bush next to an old discarded dress. And I stayed very, very quiet until they eventually went away. And then
had you died from hypothermia during the night and you'd been found like that, what sort of backstory would they? What they'd assume awful things would happen to you, like some kind of like it's almost like when a politician is found on.
So
a bag over my head, wearing a dress, brioche in my hand.
Yeah.
Just to sum up, did you just stay up all night and then get the first train home?
Yeah. I would like to point out, when I got on the train, I took the dress off.
Yeah.
To not wear that all the way back to London, and the bag. Yeah.
That is amazing.
Well done. You win, I think.
There's a scrape. And that goes to Indy44, who I noticed tweeted, "Family, friends and neighbours all gathered around the wireless in anticipation, ... waiting for the true master of scrapes, James Acaster."